Hey everybody, I am back with another video. Y'all probably wondering like, oh my goodness, she is back. Yes, because my grandbaby is not here. I don't have any work to do. I don't have to drive any kids to any kind of practices. I am free tonight. Okay, so I wanted to get this in before I watched the No Limit Chronicles because I was really in tune to the No Limit Chronicles last week. And so parts 3 and 4 are tonight. And then I believe next week they're going to start the Rough Riders, which I'm really, really excited about watching. Okay. So I want to go ahead and knock a few videos out tonight. Okay. Now, first things up, I don't know about you guys, but I was really, really excited to see that Netflix has picked up several Black sitcoms. Some of the sitcoms that we love, like Moesha, The Game, Sister Sister, Girlfriends, The Parkers, Half and Half, 101. I am very, very excited about that. So, the weekend that just passed, I was watching Moesha, and I have been watching Moesha. And it's just been good to just be able to sit back and watch some of these shows that I remember loving so much. And I'm so excited to see that a lot of these shows are going to be able to be streamed. I saw a lot of people saying, well, you can see Girlfriends is always played on BET Her and TV One. Yeah, that's true. You can, but you, at least when it's streamed, when you can stream shows like this, you can pick and choose what you like to watch. Because let me just be honest. The first season of Girlfriends, I didn't particularly care for. I mean, it started getting better to me towards the end of the first season. After Joan, and Joan and Tony got into it. And then the second season is when it really, really started getting good. So I can kind of pick and choose as to what I like to watch. Same with, I love 101. I'm excited. They have never, if I can recall, I haven't been able to catch 101 at all. I don't think that they ever, put it into, what they call it when reruns. I've never seen it as a rerun. So I'm excited about that show. I thought it was a really, really good show. As far as Half and Half, that's cool too. But Moesha, I've just been catching up on Moesha. And it's so funny because I guess the newer generation, like the millennials and the Generation Z, who've never really like ever got to see it in real time, a lot of these people, they have a lot of criticisms about Moesha, as I knew that they would. I mean, listen, Twitter is full of opinions, full of critiques. It's just the way it is. But as I've watched it, I had to admit to myself that some of those episodes on Moesha did not age very well. Y'all might recall the episode in which, and Moesha did this more often than not, where she kind of made fun of, Kim's weight. And you know that we live in an era right now where you cannot make insensitive jokes like that when it comes to somebody's weight, especially on TV. So that people been dragging Moesha. They've been calling her a toxic friend. They said she's been jealous, all this other stuff. So I'm just like, wow. And the episode, y'all might remember that episode where Frank had got Moesha a car. He had got her a Saturn because, of course, he owned a Saturn. And she decided she didn't want that car. And she decided to get her old, dusty, rusty Jeep. Like, some of that stuff is just not aging well. And a lot of people are just looking at Moesha as this entitled, spoiled brat. And I can't necessarily argue and say that she's not, if you look at it, right? You had Kim, who came from a single mother. You had Niecy, who had like 5, 6, 7 brothers and sisters, right? And then you have Moesha, who just, if you look at it, does seem a little spoiled, right? But at the same time, it's entertainment. It's a show. It's to be enjoyed. And like I said, I'm looking forward to a lot of these shows. Even the Parkers. I'm looking forward to seeing the Parkers again. And the Parkers are always on. I watch the Parkers actually all the time. But it is kind of funny to watch the Parkers now, right, in this space, in this era, because that certainly won't be aging well either. Think about it. You got Nikki Parker, this beautiful, big dark-skinned black woman who is chasing after a man that does not want her. She chases him and chases him and chases Professor Ogilvy. And then when the show is about to go off and Nikki Parker has fallen in love with another man who actually wants her and wants to marry her, here come the toxic man that is Professor Ogilvy deciding that he is actually in love with Nikki Parker. And the show ends with Nikki getting married to Professor Ogilvy. And if that ain't some bullshit, I don't know what is. But I still enjoyed the show. So I just say, for all the folks that's going to get on Twitter and tear it apart and decide, oh my gosh. Listen, I will take the Parkers, girlfriends. You can have all kinds of discussions about girlfriends. I'll take Moesha, one-on-one, half and half, all these shows, The Game. I will take all of those over what's on TV now that we have as considered entertainment. All we have is a bunch of reality shows. At least those were family shows. Now, yeah, Moesha took a turn when they decided to bring D-Money on and make Frank the daddy. I just thought that was terrible writing. I don't know why they would do that to a good family show, a good black family show. But all in all, I am glad to see that these shows are going to be streamed, and I'm excited about it. I really am excited about it, and I don't know which one of y'all favorites. What is y'all looking forward to seeing? Me, like I said, I'm looking forward to streaming The Girlfriends. I really am, and One-on-One. I thought those were really, really, really good shows. But for now, I'm catching up on Moesha. Still wondering whose pregnancy test that was and who kidnapped Miles. Okay, but I'll leave that alone for now. Anyway, y'all. Anyway, so what else is in the news? Zonnique. Congratulations are in order for Zonnique Pullins. That is Tiny's daughter. As you know, she has grown up before our eyes on the T.I. and Tiny show and Tiny and Toya. And she is expecting a little baby with her boyfriend. And for weeks now, for a little while, people have been speculating that she was pregnant, but she had kept denying it and claiming that she was, in fact, not pregnant and people needed to mind their business. So yesterday, I think so, yeah. She came out with these pregnancy photos because you could kind of tell that she was pregnant, but that wasn't what had the internet buzzing, actually. It was how she supposedly told T.I. that she was pregnant. So she is on this show with a bunch of other younger people like Romeo and other people. I don't really know who they are. And she told T.I. in this manner. I'm going to go ahead and play the audio, guys, for you. Go ahead and listen to this.
To the Bible earlier, and the scripture says,
right,
if you know who you ain't, then you'll know who you is. See what I'm saying? So by process of elimination, I know it ain't Neat. So I'm gonna say anybody but Neat.
I want to congratulate you on being a grandfather. That's all I gotta tell you. You are now a grandfather.
Okay.
Whoa. You say
right.
It's come again.
It's me, Pops. It's me. That's what's going on in the mix
Breaking
today.
News.
Breaking news. The mix. Because I love you guys so much, I will share with you that it is a girl.
Wow.
Congratulations. It's a girl.
Thanks.
Okay.
I tried to put my, some pink hair in for the girl today.
Right.
So, yeah. Zonnique apparently revealed to T.I. on this show that they do on Fox Soul that she is pregnant. And I wish I could play it, but, I already got a strike against me. To see his face in shock, a lot of people were wondering if this was staged. Now, I know that Tiny already knew. Now, Zonnique is about 5 months along. And I think that Tiny had been sitting on this, so she started kind of like talking about it last night on social media. But T.I.'s face when he found out, which is kind of tacky that Romeo would jump up and pretty much spill it before Zonnique actually did. But anyway, I still think it's tacky the fact that she told him on this show. Like, and so, like I said, I saw this kind of like back and forth of people wondering if this is truly a staged moment. Did T.I. really not know that Zonnique was pregnant? And the look on his face makes me feel like maybe he really didn't, right? Zonnique does not live with Tiny and T.I. Okay, she's 24 years old. She's out on her own. It is possible that she really just did not tell him and that Tiny didn't tell. You know how he liked to check hymens and shit like that, right? So it is possible that he didn't know, but I do think it's kind of a little weird that she would do it on this show in this manner. Now, you know, say what you want about T.I., and you know, he is a problematic individual, but if she really did, in fact, tell him in this manner, that just kind of don't sit right with me. It's like, listen, T.I. has been in her life since she was a little girl, and she has a great relationship with her biological father, Zebo. So they have a great relationship, and a part of me feels like, well, he probably already knew, but everybody know how T.I. act. So it is truly possible that she just did not tell T.I. It is absolutely possible. It doesn't have to be staged. I remember I didn't tell my father right away, because no matter how it goes, it is just a really difficult thing to do, is to tell your daddy that you are going to be a mother. And, you know, T.I. may certainly have felt some disappointment because, listen, Zonnique stays out of drama, right? You'll never hear nothing about her, but the man that she is with, her boyfriend, he does have 2 other children. So she is going to be the 3rd baby's mother. And it's possible that, like, they didn't want that for their daughter, but like I said, she grown, and all you can do is congratulate her, you know, and wish her well and support her. But like I said, I don't know if I would, I just didn't feel this was the proper way to tell T.I., like put him on the spot like that. But then again, he did put, he did put his other baby girl on the spot talking about her gynecologist appointment. So, you know, maybe this is T.I.'s karma. He is getting it back. And, you know, so that he could sit there and be on the spot for a minute. I don't know. But that was just weird all around. But anyway, I do congratulate her and wish her a happy and healthy pregnancy. And Tiny is going to be a grandmother. So yeah, that was just kind of weird to me. I saw that. I was like, let me talk about this, because like I said, a lot of people is like, is this staged? It's not staged. You'd be surprised what these people do when they're not filming. A lot of these folks don't even talk to each other. These reality shows, a lot of these people don't see each other in real life. Next up is Dr. Dre and his wife, or his ex-wife. So him and his ex-wife, or his soon-to-be ex-wife, are getting a divorce. And you guys know, or probably know, that Dr. Dre has made a lot of money since his NWA days. Remember, he created Beats by Dre. He partnered with Apple, and he is damn near worth $1 billion. People are more along the lines estimating his worth of being roughly $800 million. That's a lot of bread, right? So his wife, who is divorcing him, she wants half, right? She wants half of his bread. And Dr. Dre is like, whoa, not so fast, sir. Because, not so fast, because we have a prenup. And so it seems like, okay, well, it's cut and dry, right? You got a prenup. They got a prenup in place. It was already put in place when they got married. There shouldn't be no issues. But she is now saying, Nicole, that's his wife, or soon to be ex-wife. Excuse me. Soon to be ex-wife. She is saying, when I signed that prenup back in the day, okay, when I signed that prenup, I was pressured into signing it, okay? She signed it back in 1996, and she's saying that she was feel like she had like this intimidation by Dre to do it. She felt like she was left with no options other than to sign the prenup. So she went ahead and signed it. Then she says, when they was married for about 2 years, Dr. Dre felt bad about the fact that he made her or pressured her to sign this prenup. So he tore it up in front of her. And now Dre coming back and saying, well, you know, I may have torn up a copy of it in front of you, but ma'am, you do know that when you signed it, that the lawyers got a copy too. So that was just like symbolism. Now he's saying I ain't even tear it up in front of her. She's saying that he tore it up because out of love. And he's saying, I ain't even do that much. Now, here's the thing. I don't necessarily believe Dre. Okay, these people have been married for 20-something plus years, right? I don't necessarily believe that Dre didn't do it. And I don't necessarily believe that Dre did not intimidate her into signing it. That should have been a red flag for her to not marry this man. He was already beating the shit out of Moesha. Okay? She went ahead and married this man. Okay? And signed a prenup. Obviously did not know he was going to become a billionaire, but she had been with him for 24 years. So some people would argue, well, but she helped him build where he is now. But like I said, some people's like, listen, the prenup is in order, everything like that. He got a prenup. Boom, you ain't getting half. Me personally, listen, these are exotic women problems. And these are problems for men who choose exotic women. So I frankly don't really give a damn if she decides to take, if he worth $800 million and she decides and she gets $400 million of that, it really ain't my problem. And I really just don't care. Like I said, this is the exotic people problems. He wanted that exotic looking woman, right? He beat the shit out of Moesha, but he got the exotic, right? And like I said, she said he intimidated her into signing it, and she signed it. She went along with it, even though she felt pressured and threatened by him to sign it. And I don't doubt that he hadn't beat on her, right? But she did spend 24 years with the man. She has been with him 24 years, so I don't know. Now, here's the kicker, though. He did say, listen, I'll take care of all your expenses. I'm going to give you a house. I'm going to take care. You're going to get spousal support. You ain't walking away with nothing. He has vowed, like, listen, I'll take care of you as far as, like, anything you want, I'm going to give it to you. You got spousal support. You're going to get a house and stuff. But she just won't have. So I don't know. What do y'all think about all of this? Like I said, these are exotic people's problems, and it's just not ours, right? But I just found it was interesting that she said, no, you made me sign a prenup, and you tore it up out of love. And he's like, no, I didn't. Now, this is the last story. Remember this right here? Take a look at this video, y'all. Get your ass out of there, girl. So when I saw that video, it cracked me up. Okay, I'll say that much. It cracked me up, and the reason why it cracked me up is because it was just funny as hell. Listen, I'm glad that the girl wasn't hurt. I think her name is Sydney Parham. She suffered minor burns and cuts and stuff like that. But the fact that her face wasn't fried off, and the fact that she has on a mask, like, okay, she's scared of the Rona, but she's not scared of having her face completely melted off of her body. Now, apparently, the way the story goes, because I read the articles, I read the newspaper article and everything like that, and I saw the news article. This is Sydney Parham. She said that her boyfriend, Avery Stevenson, was cheating on her. So she decided to run up on his new vehicle, because it was only a couple months old, and she decided to set it ablaze because she found out that he was messing around on her with somebody else. Now, Avery's ass says he tells a completely different story, right? He tells a completely different story to the news and everything like that. So the car, first things first, the car was torched. She melted that car pretty much down. And 2 cars that were next to it, she pretty much destroyed all of that. So she was arrested. She had like a $20,000 bond, and she is actually due in court tomorrow. This fool right here, he says, yes, I know of her, but she was not my girlfriend. And I say, this is the kind of bullshit that ends up happening when folks like this, men are really good. Men, I'm coming at y'all. Men are really good at the wording, right? He's like, yeah, I know of her. I know her, but she wasn't my girlfriend. Here's the thing. It is first things first. I believe it's possible that she really ain't his girlfriend. Because you know how many, it's semantics, right? She ain't my girlfriend, but I do know her, which means, yeah, I was effing her. Yeah, I was screwing her, but she ain't my woman. That's kind of how I took what he was trying to say. Because, he has to protect himself because he probably got a real girlfriend. He got an actual girlfriend. And he want to make sure that he's saying, yeah, I know. He even told the news reporters, I don't know why she would do this. I have no idea why she set my car ablaze. I don't know why she would destroy my property. This man knows exactly why Sydney burned up his shit. Now, I am not condoning what Sydney did because she could have got her face melted off for just getting back some revenge on this man that ain't even claiming her, right? But he is not going to pull the rug over my eyes and make me think that he wasn't messing with this woman and he has no idea why she burned his shit up. He knows exactly why Sydney burned up his vehicle. And folks got to stop playing these games. They got to stop. Like I said, I ain't condoning what she did because she could have hurt herself. She could have killed herself. She could have killed other people. I don't know how she did not know that that gasoline would have probably popped back on her butt like that. And like I said, I've seen this video 1,000 times and I laugh every single time. That girl is the way she flew back. I just thought it was hilarious. And then her ass crawled back to get the gas can because she had enough sense to get rid of the evidence, right? But for him to sit there and pretend like he has no idea at all how and why she would ever do such a thing because that's not his girlfriend. Right? Like I said, it's all about semantics. Folks play these games all the time. Like, yeah, I don't know. She ain't my girlfriend. I have no idea why she would do that. And like I said, she told a completely different story and said that he was cheating on her. My guess is that he was messing with her and that he actually does have a girlfriend. And she found out that he actually got a woman. And so she decided to get back at his ass by taking something that she probably thought was very, very special to him. And that was his brand new Jeep. And she decided to set it ablaze and damn near set herself ablaze. Okay, in the process. It ain't never worth it. If you got to do all that, just leave. It ain't never worth damn near getting fried. Your face melting off of your body to prove a point to a man that gets on TV and says that he knows you, but you're not his girlfriend, and he has no idea why you would even set his car on fire. So I hope Sydney can reflect, because her face is intact. Like, thank God, right? Thank God that she only got, they said, minor scrapes and minor little burns, but she honestly walked away intact. That thank God she was able to do that, and maybe she can reflect on the fact that it ain't ever worth possibly burning your own face off to get back at a man because he is cheating. Just leave. I mean, you could have put sugar in his tank. Go old school. That's what the ladies used to do back in the day. Put sugar in his tank. But never use gasoline for revenge. Never use gasoline and a match or whatever she had as revenge. It isn't worth it. She will find that she's probably paying a lawyer as she's facing jail time. She has like a 3rd-degree felony, and she's facing all this different stuff that it's just never worth it. At the end of the day, you know, it just ain't, it ain't worth it, y'all. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I just thought this was an interesting thing. I know it happened a few weeks ago, but I just couldn't not talk about it. So anyway, here's my Twitter, Cash App. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, y'all.